Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, now here I am with another sports movie review. And here I am with the review for Happy Gilmore. So, yeah, this is a pretty good movie right here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this really is like one of Adam Sandler's best films critically. Yeah, because as I said before, Adam Sandler films really do not have the best track record of like critical reception because a lot of Adam Sandler's films really have kind of like received relatively negative critical reception. Yeah, because I'm not really talking about like more of Adam Sandler's like recent films, but yeah, a lot of like Adam Sandler's classic films, like films like Billy Madison, Waterboy, Big Daddy, Mr. Deeds, Click, films like that Adam Sandler has really had like several films that really haven't done very well with critics. But yeah, this is like one of his films that really have has like done like better with critics. Yeah, because Adam Sandler has had like his share of films that have like had like well overall like good critical reception. Like there's this film, there's Anger Management, and I don't see, and there's a Hotel Transylvania as well. Yeah, and so Adam Sandler has like had some films that have been like critical successes, but yeah, a lot of his films really have just like not really done that well critically. But yeah, this is like one of his like more critically successful films. Yeah, and yeah, this movie it is the good movie. Yeah, this film is like kind of like looked at as kind of like a successor to Billy Madison because of course people always kind of like associate the two films together. I mean, Adam Sandler's production company is even named Happy Madison, like connect like well the combination of both titles. So so this film really is like has like really been looked at over the years. It's kind of like a successor to Billy Madison, even though like the films really do not have like any connection. Like they're not part of the same series. Like this is not a sequel to Billy Madison at all. But yeah, that's just like the way it's been looked at over the years for some reason. Yeah, but yeah, this film it is still like a pretty good film. I mean, it really does have like a lot of funny moments in it, and the acting is overall pretty funny. Like just the way Adam Sandler's character is in this film, like it is just like real funny. Like just his over the top like just violent attitude is just like pretty funny to watch in the film. Just like he's always like throwing a fit in this film, and he's always like attacking people. Yeah, because of course like in this film, Adam Sandler plays a hockey player or so he does kind of like have that hockey player or sort of attitude to him where like it was real violent and always like going around like picking fights with people and stuff. Yeah, and of course like I'm sure just about all you know what this film is about. Yeah, I mean, as I said, Adam Sandler is a hockey player, but he enters like a golf tournament and starts to play golf, and and when he does like those like slap shots and the when he actually does have drives in golf, but the putting is like really what his weakness is in this film because he really is not good at putting, and he just really does struggle in really putting the ball into the hole. Well, this film really is just about like Adam Sandler, like as a hockey player, just playing golf, and and like the premise of this film, what it is like his grandmother is apparently going to lose her house because she can't pay the taxes on the house, so he tries to like enter the golf tournament to try to come up with the money to help his grandmother pay for the house and save it for her. And that's just pretty much like what the main premise of this film is. Just like he is really trying to come up with the money to help his grandmother pay off her house and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And this film also does have like some cast members like Christopher McDonald, Julie Bowen, Francis Bay, a, a Carl Weathers, and Alan Covert, of course, like Alan Covert and Adam Sandler movies, right? And yeah, all the cast in this film, well, for the most part, they do a pretty good job, yeah. And this film is also under the direction of Dennis Duggan, who also did direct Big Daddy. So Dennis Duggan has like done some work with Adam Sandler before. Although, yeah, this of course was his this came before Big Daddy, so yeah, Dennis Duggan did work, and Adam Sandler worked on this film before they did do Big Daddy together, yeah. And of course, like Adam Sandler has had like quite a few sports films. Like this really isn't his only one. Like as I mentioned before, like Adam Sandler also did do Waterboy, and he also had the remake of The Longest Yard in 2005. Yeah, so Adam Sandler has done like quite a few sports films, but yeah, this is probably like the most popular one. And I do like the film overall. Like it is real funny. Like yeah, as I said, like Adam Sandler just like the over the top violent attitude that he has in the film is pretty funny. Like he's just like yelling constantly in the film, and yeah, as I said, he picks fights with people in the film. So yeah, just the way he just is so like over the top with his like violent hockey player style attitude, I think is pretty funny. Yeah. And Christopher McDonald, I think that he's also like pretty good in the film. I mean, yeah, like Nostalgia Critic said before, like in his Flubber review, like just Christopher McDonald is always just like known for like always being the asshole in every movie that he's in, and yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Because yeah, Christopher McDonald really is like his character in this one really is an asshole. Yeah, because yeah, yeah, because he actually does like buy out the grandmother's home in this film and really just takes it away. But yeah, he then like comes up with a bet with at, like a Happy Gilmore to really to just for to give him a chance to really get the house back. So yeah. Yeah, and of course like this one really does have like that iconic moment where like with the eat pieces of shit for breakfast, yeah. What the you eat pieces of shit for breakfast? No. Yeah, so yeah, this film is known for like having that bit in this film as well. So yeah, so this film really does have like some funny like moments like that throughout the film. So just really this film overall it is like a good comedy film, and yeah, and I do think that it is done like pretty good for the most part. So yeah, I guess maybe it does have some flaws. Maybe it can get like too over the top at times, but yeah, it really is doesn't really like get to the point where it's just like it becomes like annoying. Like it is still like enjoyable and yeah, it is still funny. So yeah. So yeah, it's over the top, but it is still like done to the point where it actually is funny and rather than not annoying. So yeah, so overall, I just really don't know what else I can really say. Just yeah, the movie is good, and if you haven't seen it before, I'd recommend it. Yeah, and even if like you don't like Adam Sandler movies, I mean, this is like one of his good ones. Like, yeah, I mean, I remember like Nostalgia Critic, like he did like that video of the top 11 good Adam Sandler films, and yeah, he had this one like kind of high on the list. So yeah, this really is like one of Adam Sandler's better films. So yeah, if you haven't seen it before, check it out because yeah, it is a good film. So I would probably give this film probably like around 3 stars out of 4. Or so yeah, so it is a good film overall, and it is real funny. All right, so let me just get right into the premise of the film. So as the film starts off, it just is like showing like Happy Gilmore, which is like the name of Adam Sandler's character. Yeah, he's the title character in the film. Yeah, as it starts off, he's just like recapping through like his life and how what he's gone through in his life. Like he talks about how his dad was actually like a hockey player and was really obsessed with it, and eventually like a Happy mom ended up leaving them because she was just so tired of his obsession with hockey, and yeah, and it showed that eventually Happy's dad ended up dying, and then Happy he was then put in custody of his grandmother. Yeah, and his grandmother was just like a very good take took really good care of him and was just like very caring to him. Yeah, Yeah, and it shows that now Happy Gilmore is really just really like wanting to get into like professional hockey, but yeah, he just really lacks like the skills on ice. His only skill is really just a very powerful slap shot, and then yeah, he just has like tryout after tryout that always ends up with him failing to qualify into the onto a hockey team. And then yeah, his girlfriend then just eventually ended up like leaving him, and just because of his obsession and the lack of success that he has. Yeah. And then one day, like as Happy went to his grandmother's house, it was like then just shown that her home was being repossessed, and just like her furniture and everything was being like taken by the government. And yeah, yeah, it was then like said that like apparently Happy's grandmother hasn't paid her taxes in over a decade, and she owes $270,000 in back taxes to the IRS. Yes, and they said that like unless they can actually come up with the money in 90 days, the house is going to be auctioned off. But then yeah, then like as Happy then like tried to figure out a way to come up with the money, he then took his grandmother to be in the care of a nursing home that was run by um like a very sadistic orderly who was played by a Ben Stiller. It was just showing that like at first, like when Happy brought his grandma to the nursing home, like he was acting like very nice, like he was gonna take very good care of her. But then like once Happy left, then he like showed his real colors, just like pretty much just like being very like demanding and pushing her around, just basically like telling her what she's gonna do, or else like he would kill her and stuff. Yeah, he told her that she would go to sleep or he would put her to sleep. So yeah, he's just like was like pretty sadistic. Yeah, and then yeah, after the two yeah, and then like the two who movers then like challenged Happy to a long drive contest with Happy's grandfather's old golf clubs. Yeah, Happy then ended up like hitting a golf ball with a slapshot style swing that hit a house like over 400 yards away. Hey, and then once like Happy like just discovered like the talent that he has with slap shots when playing golf, then like he then started to use the skill as a way to like hustle golfers to gain some money. And then he eventually ended up like coming across a former golf star named Chubbs Peterson, and then it showed that he ended up like losing his right hand after an alligator attacked him. And yeah, and then Chubbs then ended up convincing Happy to just enter a local golf tournament to earn a spot on the Pro Golf Tour. So then then just like with Happy really wanting to get the money to get his grandma's house back, he then like took that offer after Chubbs like told Happy about like the significant prize money. And then Happy ended up like winning that tournament and got a spot on the tour. Oh yeah, and then with his like long drives and just unorthodox antics, it's like he was like asking like fans to cheer instead of just being quiet, and he also hired a homeless man named Otto to be his caddy for the tournament. Yeah, and Otto was played by Alan Covert. Yeah, yeah. Happy then like became a fan favorite. Yeah, but then the turn showed that there was also like this pro golfer Shooter McGavin, who was played by Christopher McDonald, who just wasn't very approving of just Happy's lack of etiquette. And so then and and yeah, and as I mentioned before, like just like Happy's drives are like very powerful, but he's very bad at putting, and is always having like outbursts and just curse. And yeah, like I said, he's just like yelling all the time, and he even like does pick fights with people. Yeah, And then yeah, the commissioner of the tour, Doug Thompson, was like he really wanted Happy to be expelled from the tour due to like of his conduct, but the head of the public relations, Virginia Bennett, then just like told him to reconsider, and she like offered to really just help Happy like just control his anger. Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, eventually Happy and Virginia eventually met, and then yeah, then then with her persuasion, like Happy was like starting to change and just like improve on his behavior and performance. And but yeah, then eventually like they then had pro oh a pro am celebrity tournament which Happy was partnered up with Bob Barker. But then yeah, it showed that there was this heckler that Shooter hired named Donald who was just like constantly like he like just distracting Happy and just like all heckling him and getting on his case, just saying that he sucks and all this. And so then yeah, Happy was like playing very badly because of that. And then it eventually just like ended up leading to just Happy and Barker just getting into a fist fight. Right, and as a result, just then Doug ended up suspending Happy and fining him $25,000. But then yeah, Virginia then just then like secured like an endorsement for Happy giving him an endorsement deal with Subway, and that allowed him to really earn all the rest of the money that he needs for his grandma's house. But then, yeah, when he actually did go with his take his grandmother to the auction and to get the house back, then like Shooter was also at the auction, and then he ended up like outbidding Happy for the house. But then, yeah, after like it was sold to Shooter, then he like made an offer to Happy. He for the house, but he also like had a condition that if he wants the house, he has to quit golf. And yeah, Happy like did initially accept it, but Virginia then like stepped in and talked Happy out of it, telling him that his grandma would rather see him be successful than get our house back. So then, yeah, Happy then ended up striking a deal with Shooter in the upcoming Tour Championship that if Happy wins, Shooter will return the house, but if Shooter wins, Happy will quit the golf tour. And yeah, they agreed to it. And then yeah, this is when we had that moment where like Shooter told Happy that he eats pieces of shit like him for breakfast, and then Happy responded, "You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?" And then yeah, Shooter just turned around and just gave a very awkward no. Yeah, yeah, but then yeah, Happy also like knew that he really had to learn to play golf. So then he went back over to Chubbs, and then yeah, Chubbs took him to a miniature golf course to practice putting. And Happy then like was improving over time. And then he then like had a gift for Chubbs, which was the head of the alligator that bit off Chubbs' hand. But Chubbs was startled by that, and he ended up like falling out of an open window down to his death. Oh, and I should also mention like there was a part like earlier on in the film as Happy was putting off and stuff, where like the that alligator did appear, and like um the ball was actually in the alligator's hand, and Happy tried to get it back, and then yeah, as the alligator was like taking off, then like Happy then like went after the alligator and fought it to retrieve the golf ball back. So yeah, that was a bit that happened earlier on in the film as well. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, and then yeah, Chubbs ended up dying after this, and then yeah, with like both like his dad and his Chubb's gone. Then like Happy knew that he had to play for the both of them. So then yeah, yeah, and as well as his grandma. So then yeah, Happy ended up like playing well in the game against Shooter, and then yeah, and then like as the days went on, like yeah, just Happy and Shooter were like very close with each other in their scores. And then, yeah, by the end of the third round of the tournament, on the third day of it, yeah, Happy actually did have the lead against Shooter. But then on the fourth and final day, as Happy seemed that he was going to be unstoppable. Well, Shooter then like put Donald up to then like hitting Happy with his car, and then yeah, that then like of course like hurt Happy, but and yeah, and it seemed that the injuries ended up like ex- taking away his like long drive ability, which put him actually in a slump against Shooter, and yeah, Happy was just like falling behind against Shooter. But then after his grandma then appeared, then Happy then like ended up regaining his confidence and then rallied back up to match up against Shooter with one hole left to play. And then, and as they played the 18th hole, well, a Shooter made it in, but then, and yeah, because of what Donald did, his car also ended up like striking a TV tower, and yeah, at this point the TV tower had now fallen over that and it blocked the green. But yeah, they couldn't like actually like put it off. Like they Happy still did have to tee off and still putt to make the shot. So then yeah, then like Happy then ended up like just doing a trick shot by just putting the ball just around the tower like one of the miniature golf courses, and then yeah, he just like put it through like a whole contraption, and then it eventually then like went to the hole, and so then Happy ended up winning in the tournament. But yeah, as like the gold jacket was going to be presented to Happy, Shooter then just ended up stealing it and tried to run off with it. But yeah, just a mob of fans as well as like a Happy's ex-boss, Mr. Larson, chased him down and beat him up, yeah. And then yeah, of course then Happy then got his grandmother's house back, and then as uh, Happy, his grandmother, Virginia, and Otto all then like pulled up to the house. As they were celebrating getting the house back, then Happy just saw a vision of Chubbs with two hands, Abraham Lincoln, and the alligator. And then yeah, and then it just showed like Happy waving to them, but Virginia, uh, the grandmother, and Otto just all looked in confusion and just asked who he's waving at, and he just said nobody. And yeah, then they all just went inside, and that's how it ended. So yeah, so like I said, this is like a real funny movie, and it is like one of Adam Sandler's there's better critical movies. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, this really does have like one of the better critical receptions of like all of Adam Sandler's movies. So yeah, and this is really is one of Adam Sandler's better movies. So yeah, and like I said, just yeah, it really does have some funny scenes throughout, and yeah, just and some good moments throughout, and yeah, and it really just yeah, I just really don't know what else I can really say. Just yeah, it is a good movie, and it really does have a lot of funny moments to it. Like I said, it can get over the top at points, but not to the point where it becomes annoying. Like it's still funny. So yeah, like I said, 3 stars out of 4. Like if you haven't seen it before, check it out. It is one of Adam Sandler's better movies. All right, so I guess that's all I can really say about it. So yeah, so this does it for my review of Happy Gilmore. So I hope you guys did enjoy this review. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.